What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Albus Dumbledore with TarverAcademy.com, and I want to show you how to create sections in a Google form. And honestly, why would you do that? So I'll tell you both of those things. So if you're in education or if you're creating something that you want to be adaptive based on the performer's answers, well, this is perfect for it. Okay, so in here I've got a lesson. Just to see what it looks like, you want to go in, we'll go preview it. And this is what it looks like for someone who's taking the test. It's got this wonderful looking man right here. He's our banner, obviously, because that's what life should be, is have him as your banner. All right, and so say we're doing 5.7, the Pythagorean theorem. I've copy pasted some standards. I've copy pasted some objectives. Did that on, took a Google search. So it took me like 10 seconds. List everything you know about the Pythagorean theorem and what it does and can do. It's triangles. Let's say triangles are involved and it saves the world. Let's say that. Okay. Full video tutorial. This person put in a video. Of course, he put in his own video because why not? All right. And which side is the hypotenuse? Okay. We all know, and look, that's for a grade. We all know that C is the hypotenuse. So I hit next, and it takes me straight to a quiz where I could answer 2 questions. Boom, and then Darth Vader reminders. They would watch like a little 2-minute video of Darth Vader explaining Pythagorean theorem. I'd reflect on it, and then how confident do I feel? Okay, now then I'm done. I'd submit the whole form. Now I'm going to go back. Of course I want to go back because I want to show you something. Okay, let's say I'm here. Let's say I answered one of the wrong answers, A or B. Hit next. It goes to a completely different page. That is what a section does. A section allows you to have people go to different locations based on their answer within your form. I made it to where if you got it wrong, you would go over here to this hypotenuse reinforcement. I put the text version of what it is. I put a picture showing clearly what hypotenuse was. There's another video they would have to watch where they need to learn about the hypotenuse. And then they do check boxes where they say, what is hypotenuse? Select all that apply. Well, it's C, it's the longest side, and it's opposite the largest angle. Hit next. And then they are rerouted back to where everyone else is. So can you imagine having a classroom full of Chromebooks and you have this and you have the kids, like you explain it, you blast them with the lesson, then you throw this at them, or you throw this at them first and then you help the kids as you walk around. You're like, oh, that kid's on that page. That means they got the hypotenuse question wrong. That's not good. And you can help them without having to call anybody out, and you can individualize, okay? So let's look back at what it looks like in the editing process. So let's say you want to add a section. Boom, see, I've got my section break is right there. If you want to add a section, all you do is whenever you get where you want to be, go over to the right where you would add a question or text or a photo or video. The last one is add section. So I just click that, boom, it's going to add a section at wherever I clicked, which I think I was actually clicked up here. So yikes, stripes, fruit stripe gum. Let's undo that. Let's say, okay, I want to be here. I want to select this because I want the section to go right underneath. There we go. Sorry, you got to be selected in the question that you want it to go underneath. So this section is section 4 out of 4, last section, and then I can start adding questions. Okay? And so that would go to different sections. Now, how did I make it change? Well, I'm going to get rid of this section. Delete section. Delete section. Okay. Okay, and see how you could have merged it? Like, oh, crap, let me undo. Okay, if I click this, I can merge it so it'll just attach it to this and it'll squish it into that. Well, I don't want to do that, but I'm just saying that's how you would do that. You can duplicate the whole section so you make an entirely new section the exact same. So if you like the template of one of them, do that, and then you can just change the questions. I want to delete the section. Okay, and I want to show you how to make it go to different sections. Okay, so whenever you're in here, let's see, this is where we had it split. So the key question was, which side is the hypotenuse? Okay, so whenever you're in a multiple choice question, you can make people go somewhere based off of their answers. So when you click in there, like here's a multiple choice, I didn't have that in there. All right, and so whenever you are working on that, you could click on it, and then you could have it say go to section based on answer. That's what you select, and that gives you 2 rows like I showed you up here. Okay, so you see how there's 2 rows? All you would do is you click that little button, and you can say go to somewhere section based on answer. I've already got it checked here. That's how you do it. Okay, so I have the 1 correct answer going to section 3 because it's right and they skipped their quiz. The 2 that are wrong go there. All you do is click the little drop down. You can pick what section it goes to, or you can have it just submit the form. So like say they get it right, they can be done with the entire thing. And that's it. That's why you have sections. That's how to use them. So I hope it helps. Toodles, subscribe.